Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Courtney. I am a wife, a mom, and an author, and today we are going to do a little planning in my memory keeper. I finally figured out what I want to use, which has been kind of a struggle this entire year. So, in July, I finally figured out that I am going to be using the Hobonichi Cousin, which is the A5 size. I did go ahead and buy a January start so that I could go back and fill it in with all of the things that I should have been doing since the beginning of the year. But better late than never, I suppose. Um, So, yeah, and as you can tell, this is a voiceover. Right now, I am telling you that I got this amazing deal on this cover that I have been coveting from the Hobonichi launch. I think it's a couple years old, but I found it on Mercari for a really good price, and that is what sort of sealed the deal in terms of me going with the cousin for my memory keeping. So we are going to be memory keeping for the last full week of June. I took it out of my cover just because it's a little bit easier to work with. I did go ahead and print my photos out. I just collage them in the collage app on my phone and then print them out with my printer at home on glossy sticker paper. And I had also made a couple of notes of like what I wanted to make sure that I got down, and then I pulled out that Happy Planner sticker book to use this week as well. So there wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on this week in terms of events, really. But I do think that you can always find something that is not, I mean, I guess other people wouldn't consider it like a big memory. Like, I don't think anyone other than me maybe thinks that it's a like huge or big deal that I got a new fountain pen this week, but it was something that I wanted to remember, so I put it in my memory planner. So it doesn't, I think that people think like, oh, my life is kind of boring, like I don't really do a lot, and trust me, my life is not exciting. I don't do a lot on a daily or even weekly basis, but I am keeping these memories for me so that when I look back on this year, I can remember some of the things that I thought were like fun or funny or important or exciting. Um, so, yeah, it can be whatever you want it to be. And my approach to memory keeping is very laid back. I say all the time on this channel that I am Gen X, so I am like a slacker by heart. And if it's too complicated, then I'm just not going to stick with it. So, anyway, this week, like I said, nothing too exciting. I bought 2 new games for my Switch, which I wanted to remember, especially since I am obsessed with both of them. I got my nails done this week and I got my hair braided for the first time, which I did think was kind of exciting just because it's not a style that I ever really thought that I could pull off, and I am kind of obsessed with the way my hair looks lately. So, and then I am using these stickers, even though technically they're for spring, and I think that kite says something about like springtime or spring, I don't know, it said something about spring. And so I'm just going to like cut that part off because I like the colors in these stickers. And I think I'm just trying to figure out like how I want to lay things out on the page. Um, that picture that I'm pointing to is of my son. My husband, well, my son's in the Cub Scouts, and my husband is his den leader, and they had camp that weekend. And so one of the pictures that I printed out was of one of the fish that he caught. And so it's the first time that he's caught like a significantly large one. I think last year he caught maybe like one or two kind of tiny ones, but this year he caught two really much bigger. I mean, like, I don't know if I were to cook that, it would be enough for like one person to eat. Um, so yeah, he was super proud of himself. So I wanted to make sure that I put that down and remembered it. And I use Happy Planner stickers, and I kind of use them however I want. Um, So I flipped this box on its side. I think it had like a dot grid on the inside with that flower. So I just flipped it over and then covered up whatever it said on that side with his picture. And then I'm just going to write something about uh, the camping trip in there. And then I think that little banner said, like, such a great weekend. So I wanted to use that, even though it was really, really hot that weekend. They had a good time. At least it didn't rain, which it was really hot, and it rained last year too when they went. So, um, and yeah, I think that picture is a selfie I took of well, obviously it says selfie in the description, but I took a picture of myself and sent it to one of my friends because I don't know, like I had kind of talked a lot about going to get my hair braided. I just am like over it. If you know, you know. Um, so I wasn't really sure and I'm still not super sure that like I love the way the style looks on me. I always love it when I see it on other people. So I got boho braids. Um, and so, yeah, I don't know if I love how it looks on me, but I do love the fact that like I don't have to worry about my hair every single day, which, oh my gosh, what such a relief. I can just like go swimming and then get out of the pool and then like wash it and separate it, and I usually put it in like four really big braids at night and then tie it up, and that's all I need to do. Um, so, yeah, it was worth the investment of time and money. And then I also went and got my nails done. I have been getting my nails done regularly for the last couple of months, and they have grown out so much. So I don't have I don't have like acrylics or anything. I have just like hard gel, I think it is. Or maybe it's soft gel over my natural nails. I forget what she told me it was. But I'm so like excited that my nails have finally started to grow out. Um, so yeah, I think I was going to layer the pictures of the games on top of something, but then I really couldn't find any other thing to use, so I just ended up like putting them down on the page, which is totally fine. If you are looking for two cozy games and you have a Switch, I highly suggest one is Witchwood is the top one, and I think it's my favorite of the two because it is a little bit more of, um, I mean, they're both like very cozy, like low stress games, but I think Spiritfarer, which is the second game, has a little bit more of like a learning curve, and I haven't played it enough to kind of get the hang of it. Just because I've been obsessed with the first one, and because I hyperfixate on everything right now, um, I can't play anything else until I finish the quest that I am on right now. Um, so yeah, I'm just sticking those down right on the page. And then now that I'm looking at this, I wish that I would have used another box to layer like on this side of the page. It looks kind of off balance to me, but it's fine. So yeah, I had gone in with pencil first and kind of made note of I guess like the big things that I wanted to include in the spread, which was like having space to write out Cub Scout camp. And then I just kind of did a very rough sketch because I'm not a great artist at all of my new fountain pen, which I think I talked about it in one of my flip throughs, but I got a Jinhao retractable fountain pen, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. So now, of course, I'm hyper fixated on buying like all the inks. So if you have a favorite fountain pen ink, especially, I really want to try a brown or like a mossy green ink. So if you use fountain pens and you have a favorite in either brown or green, let me know. Then I am just using one of like the full box stickers in the corner to cover up the calendar in the sidebar. I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure I'm looking for stickers here, but I don't remember why I was looking for them. Or which one I'm going to decide that like I desperately needed to put down here. Oh, it's just a little like butterfly. I think I'm going to layer it over one of those little circles. I think it says like love this or something. I can't remember, and my screen is too small to see what it actually says. And I think I was trying to find something to put, oh, another little butterfly for my nails. I'm actually need to go get them done this week. And even though I went, because the last month when I went to get them done, I got them done for our vacation. So they were like bright, like neon pink. And so after our vacation, when I got them done, I wanted something like very neutral. So it's just like this nude color. And now I'm ready for color again. I am using this little like fine liner, I guess, like felt tip kind of pen. I got it at the Dollar Tree, so I'm not sure of the brand, but it is one of the like permanent style pens that I can use in this Hobonichi that doesn't really bleed through badly. And because I haven't really been in a bound book or worried about being in a bound book for a couple of years, I really didn't focus too much on sort of the issues with the Tomoe River paper that Hobonichi and a lot of other companies had with this year's kind of crop of planners, but can confirm that, yeah, this paper is kind of trash, you guys. I don't know what to say. This is fine, like this pen works fine on it, but like in the back where I do my journaling, I used, and I think it was just like a Crayola super tip, and it bled through so badly. It's not even funny. But anyway, so I just outline that little sketch I did of my pen, or went over it with the fine liner, and I'm just kind of writing in the things that I already put down. Um, I'm not sure. Actually, I think this is like my husband came in to tell me something and I forgot to turn the camera on. I mean, I forgot to turn the camera off. So, yeah. So, yeah, the neutral have been my nails for July, and I need to go get some color on them. Hopefully, in the next day or so. I need to call tomorrow to see when I can get in to have her do them. I know next month's my birthday, so I usually get my nails done like at the beginning of the month and then go like, you know, once a month. But I think next month I'll probably get them done twice. And I'm just writing down that those are cozy games. If you have cozy games or you're a cozy gamer, please let me know what games you like to play. I have Stardew Valley on my list. I think that's the next one I'm going to get. Um, I want to get, there's something coming out called like Tiny Bookshop or something, but I don't know that it's going to be available. I think it comes out in August, but I'm not sure that it's going to be available for Switch in August. Um, oh, I wanted to use color on here, and instead of writing it and then adding the color, I decided to do the color first and then add the black so that the blue wouldn't bleed, like the colors wouldn't bleed into each other. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. It is very late at night and I'm tired. Um, oh yeah, I'm writing on the sticker, so I opted to use just my regular pen that I use, one of my favorites, which is a Pilot G2 with a .5 nib. Um, so yeah, just writing a little note about sleepover scout camp, and that Roe caught 2 fish and he always has such a good time. He wants to, I think this was his last summer going, because this is his last year in Cub Scouts. So yeah, because they have like their crossover ceremony, which is like when they sort of advance to the next level. They do that in May, and then Scout Camp is in July. So he will have advanced to Boy Scouts by the time Scout Camp rolls around again. And I think you have to be 14 or 15 to be like a to come back as a scout and like work in the camp, which is what he wants to do. So it may be 15. I'm not sure. It's so funny to me that he loves being in the scouts so much because like in my brain sort of like scouts and sports like occupy the same sort of space in that they're sort of like physical things, and a lot of what you do is like outside, and we're I won't say that like we're not like a sporty family. That doesn't mean that like we're complete couch potatoes either, but um we're not sporty in terms of like my kids were never really like heavily involved in sports or anything like that. Um, and so I guess because of that, I did not really think he would enjoy the Scouts very much, but he loves it. And then I'm probably just writing down a note about how much I love this fountain pen, which I'm sure everyone is tired of hearing me talk about. Are you a fountain pen fan? And if you are, then you'll have to let me know, like, what was your, like, entry level pen that sort of got you into it. And if you're not, then, like, do you have a specific reason? Is it just kind of um, like you're not interested? Like I really wasn't interested in a long time because I actually enjoy like regular ballpoint pens. I don't love gel pens, but they're kind of hard to avoid at this point. Um, and also sort of like that unknown, like, what the hell am I doing feeling. I don't enjoy that about new hobbies. And then I also have a tendency to lose pens, and I was like, well, I don't want to pay a lot of money for a pen and then I lose it, or I was afraid like I would get ink all over my clothes or something. Thankfully, neither of those things have happened. And so I've just been like I wouldn't say I'm like a fountain pen fan. I've just been like a casual user of them. When I was big into um like Hobonichis and my Stologies, I used them a lot more. Um, but in my ring planner, I don't really use them. I did go and find these stickers that came with my Aura Estelle order because I wanted to note that I got them, and I also am equally in love with them, and I have sort of thrown a wrench into my whole planner piece situation. But that is another topic for another another video. And I think I'm just writing like, so I might be back into bound books again. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really even trying to think about 2026 at this point. Um, which I saw like a couple videos pop up in my feed that were like, oh, my 26 like planners, and I was like, what? It's like super early. And then I realized it is literally the third week of July. Like my son has less than a month before he goes back to school. What am I even talking about? It's not that early. So yeah, I'm just writing that I got this cousin, and then I got an Aura Estelle, and then I also got a Just Scribble. Like, what am I even doing with my life right now? So, like I said, these are not like profound things or these huge life changing events that I put in my memory keeper, but um, all of these little things are the things that make up our lives. And so I do think that they deserve to be noted or celebrated or however you want to think about them. I think I'm trying to find something to put down in that corner because the spread looks a little bit off balance to me. Um, oh, there's the kite, and I'm cutting off whatever it says about spring in it. Like, you can totally fly a kite in the summer too. I mean, I guess it's windier in the spring, that's why you do it, but or at least it used to be windier in the spring. Yeah, because weather these days is something else, isn't it? Um, oh, yeah, I thought maybe I was going to move it, but I actually think I did want to move it, but then like the tail end stuck down on the page, and so, yep, that's where that's gonna live. And then I think I end up putting like a flower or something in that corner to fill it out. I have not done a memory keeping spread on this channel for like a really long time. I used to do them a lot more, but I actually had fun doing this. I love the way that it turned out. If you're intimidated by memory keeping, don't be. Just keep it simple like everything else. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, then click the subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for spending part of your day hanging out with me, listening to me ramble on about Cub Scouts and nail colors and video games. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.